yourself what just happened. A dramatic night. Rachel, come here a second. I'm so sorry. Big round of applause for Rachel. Wow. I can't imagine how you're feeling at this moment in time, because we've been here so many times before and you've survived, and then it just seemed like, I don't know what happened.
No, I've been trying so hard, and I really did fight for my place here, but I'm so grateful. I mean, out of 200,000 people, I came down to the final 9, so, I mean, I'm so grateful that...
You really seem to turn it around week on week, and I really thought, right, that's it. Last week you're not in the bottom 2, and I thought you'd turn it around, but it just wasn't meant to be.
No, and, I mean, if the public don't get me, that's not going to change anything, because the public didn't give me my voice. I can still sing.
And there's a lot of love for you in the room here. Rachel, come and talk to us up in the studio a bit later. A big round of applause for Rachel. Thank you. And I'm going to come over here to find Lloyd as well. A round of applause for our survivor, Lloyd. Are you going to be all right to talk?
Yeah, I can try.
So what happened? When did you lose your voice?
I lost it about 4 days ago, but like, started to come back yesterday. And now it's just like, I don't know, I just try my best today.
So it would have been the worst nightmare to have to be in the sing-off tonight, wouldn't it? And the nightmare came true.
Yeah, I just had that feeling all day, though, that I was going to be in it, so...
OK, well, look, we're going to chat to you a little bit later on, like a little bit of chat, if you compare it, and we're going to try and get you a scarf or something to nurse your throat. A big round of applause for Lloyd. Dermot O'Leary, the man that holds it all together. That was horrible, wasn't it?
Really hard tonight, really hard. And, you know, when you look over at them, it's not like I don't think the public don't get Rachel. I just think it's a really, really tight year this year, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean... You know, we've got some great, great singers in there, and she was one of the best.
What's it like when you open that envelope? Because obviously you see that name before anyone else.
I try not to look until I'm cued. That's the key, because you know, they've got to get the shots and stuff. So I don't want to see it. I want to look at the last minute, so at least I know. Because otherwise, I'm just going, well, no.
Oh, it's the worst job in the world and the best job in the world. But look, thank you so much. You're doing brilliantly, and I'll see you next week. Dermot O'Leary, handsome and clever. Now, if you're getting jealous of me being stood in this studio chatting to everyone, then don't be. You can have the next best thing by getting in touch and maybe even chatting to the judges or the contestants yourselves. Here's how you do that. Give us a call on 090 11 22 1100. You've only got 20 seconds, so keep it quick. Or you can text studio plus your comment to 87103. Or drop us an email by logging on to itv.com/X Factor and following the instructions. Or head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/The X Factor. Or you can send us a tweet via twitter.com/The X Factor. Calls cost 25p from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text costs 25p per message plus standard network rates. Unfortunately, we can't use them all. Still to come, we are the stuff that teenage girls' dreams are made of, because we've got both Chart Throbs, JLS and the Backstreet Boys. They're going to be joining us to chat about tonight's show. But first, our stalls have the privilege of being sat on by 4 of the most famous posteriors in the country. So our X Factor judges. Good evening. Everybody okay?
Very Halloween tonight.
Very Halloween?
Yeah, I like
what,
it.
in a frightening way?
Kind of frightening, but in a good frightening.
Okay, right. Should we kick off with our very clever board here? I know you guys loved it so much last night. So, Louis, I'm going to start off with you.
I wonder which one he's going to go to.
There's 2. I like 7 and I like 8, but I think I go to 7.
Go to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an email here. Simon, we're talking about JLS. We've got an email. Hang on a second, let me just find out where it is. It's from Zizi. Hello, Zizi. Thank you for writing it. She says, does Simon regret not signing JLS?
No. I mean, my company, we employ about 15 people, my record label, and we had to make a decision based on how many acts we could cope with this year. But the company who I work with, Sony, had another label who wanted to sign the group.
Okay.
We talked about it. The guy there, Nick's very good A&R guy, and it was comfortable, but it's still within the same family.
And collectively, we felt so proud of them tonight. It was just so
do you know what?
to see them up there,
like
wasn't
we
it?
said, it's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And these guys, I mean, I hope they're an inspiration to other groups, which is, if you give yourself time to form a group, give yourself a few months, you can audition for the show next year, and it shows you what a good group can do on the show.
Absolutely.
And also a bad group.
Absolutely. Yeah, but listen, Simon, it's great. I think they're going to be #1 next week, JLS. You know?
Would it be
I
great?
think they're
Again?
going to be massive, 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 you know?
OK, well, let's go to Danny. Danny, are you all right? Horrible, wasn't it?
No, no.
Yeah, you kind of just wonder what you did wrong because you have a responsibility for them.
Yeah, no, and also she had the voice. I think this is the thing that everybody's finding so tough to sort of swallow.
I kind of used to think, you know, the show X Factor means an amazing singer and personality and performer, but I'm beginning to think it's not about the singing with the acts that are left.
Respect, Dan, you can't say that about Alexandra, you can't say that about Leona.
No, I'm saying the acts left
By the
now.
way, the best
I
singer's
think
still in the competition. Daniel. Everyone's forgotten about that.
We love Daniel.
I think there's singers there that...
But do you think it was the fairest thing to do tonight? Because obviously Lloyd, he has got a great voice normally. Tonight wasn't his best night because obviously he's unwell, and there's not an awful lot you can
Nothing to judge.
do about that.
Holly, Rachel did sing better. Rachel was fantastic. She's just incredible, this girl.
Yeah. All right, well, Danny, would you like to pick a line? Who should we go to? Let's have a phone call, I reckon.
8. Danny, 8, please.
Go for number 8?
8.
Let's go to Lynn. Simon can't mentor,
What a
apparently.
shocker.
Hello, Lynn. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm going to pass you straight over to Simon.
Cheers, Lynn.
Okay. I don't think you've been a very good mentor to your act.
No! Lynn, we need you here.
Why would you say that when I've got all 3 of my acts still in the competition?
Well, I think Daniel has been given bad song choices.
Good point. A good point, Lynn. A good point.
What would you rather see him sing then?
Any suggestions for next week?
The point is, in his audition, he was outstanding, and presumably that was his own song choice.
Which is true.
Right,
Good point. Very good point.
Lynn, Tweedy, whatever your surname is, any suggestions for next week?
Well, my other point I'd like to say as well is
Just don't even listen to me.
Jamie hasn't progressed at all. I mean, he's just the same. You could tune into any programme and you wouldn't know which one it was.
Can we go to another call?
Lynn, come in and help us. We need you here.
My pleasure.
Darling, please call me with any song suggestions. They'll be very welcome if I can get a word in edgeways.
Okay, Lynn, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay,
Well, Simon,
bye.
I think it's your right to reply. Where would you like to go next?
Unfortunately, number 6 is an email. I'm going to... Oh, number 4.
Number 4, from Shop. I can see you wincing there, Cheryl. It might not be about you.
Might not be about you, exactly.
Let's go... let's
I
have
love
a
how
little
you
chat.
all assumed that it was, though. That's great.
Claire?
Hello.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, speak up, Claire. We
Hello.
can't hear you. Hello, what would you like to say?
My question is for Danny and Cheryl. Is it true you spend more time on your dresses than you do your act?
This is taken... Did you see this in the paper this week?
It's not true.
It was a little article in the paper. I
It's
read
not
it too.
true. It's not true. They're always out working with
Say
them.
that Cheryl's dress yesterday was awful.
Good for you, Claire, for being so brutally honest.
It didn't really work sitting down, that dress,
No,
did
not
it?
sitting
No,
down.
It's a
It's fine
standing up one.
It's a standing up dress. It's a lovely dress.
And Claire, you're more than welcome to phone in every week, by the way.
Thank you.
I like you.
Thanks, Claire.
Cheryl, it did the headlines quite majorly today, didn't it, that dress? It sort of divided the nation slightly.
Oh, who cares?
It was
It's a
like she had
dress.
2 records, you know, like 12-inch records, literally stuck on. That's why I said to you, you've got
It's
to
a
sit
bit
up.
of fun.
If Sunita next year at your judge's house is wearing records, really, she's got that
That's an inspiration.
Okay, Louis, where would you like to go?
Oh, where will we go?
Come on,
I
even
think
now.
number 1, Lloyd, not a solo artist.
Oh, okay, well, all right, this will be interesting. Beverly, hi.
Hi.
So, Beverly, I imagine just now you were biting your fingernails hoping Rachel was going to go through.
Pardon, sorry, I can't hear you.
I imagine just now you were biting your fingernails hoping that Rachel was going to go through if you think that Lloyd is not a solo artist.
Yeah, well, I wasn't hoping that she'd go through, but my question was for Cheryl, actually, Holly.
Go on.
Just to ask if she actually regrets putting Lloyd through as a final 3, because I actually agree for once, agreed with Louis last night, what he said about...
Oh, it's me that's getting it tonight, isn't it?
I think, you know, maybe Lloyd would be great as a boy band member, but maybe not as a solo artist.
I certainly don't regret putting Lloyd through. I've thoroughly enjoyed being his mentor. He's a
he'd be
great
great
kid.
in the boy band, wouldn't he? He would be great in the boy band.
He looks like the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, typical boy band thing that you would go for, yes? But I think he's great on his
Because
own.
he has the voice, but it's the voice and the appeal.
I think he's great on his own. I think it's a bit
I don't think, you know
cruel
what,
to say
Cheryl?
he's not.
I don't think he's got
Glad I
a
regret
chance.
putting him through.
No, I'm glad you put him. I don't think he's got a chance as a solo artist.
I agree, Louis.
Well, there you go.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, which is
and that's
good.
fair
Which is
enough.
good. Which is good.
When they agree
But
with
we've
me,
got
yeah.
enough... Thanks for your call, Beverly.
Thank you.
We've
Good
got
call.
another caller on the line now. It's Boyd Hilton. Sorry for calling you Boyd. Hello, Boyd.
Heat magazine.
Ollie,
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. You enjoying the show?
Astonishingly exciting show.
Well, you've got
How are
a
you,
question,
Boyd?
haven't you?
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to say to Simon, isn't it becoming increasingly clear that John and Edward, the whole country, is obsessed with them? They're the most entertaining thing.
He has a point, Simon.
They're the most entertaining thing on TV, not just on your show, on TV.
Well, look, Boyd, you know, it's a good point. I guess when we have to judge them now, and it's difficult, I still try and attempt to judge their singing, but then I also now have to take into account that they obviously have a fan base. But I can't suddenly one week go, I hate you, now I like you, just because the public like you. You know, it's like I've never liked Brussels sprouts and never will.
But doesn't...
Just
Are
one of
you
those things.
endearing to them slightly? Are you
Yes,
softening
Simon,
any
secretly,
bit?
isn't it brilliant for the show that they're doing so well?
Look, I think, no, I would say that the whole thing makes the show popular. If something like this happens, it happens. Is it a good thing if they win? No.
Okay.
Boyd, I hear they're on the cover of your magazine this week.
On the cover on Tuesday, it'll be amazing if they win.
I think they're on the
Really?
cover, yeah, of Heat magazine.
Well, let's see if the
It's a
figures
very-
go up or down.
And a very in-depth interview inside.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead
So you
serious.
set this whole call up?
Well, no, I didn't set it up, Boyd. No, I didn't.
We would never do such a
Heat
thing.
are on the game. They know what's happening.
Boyd, thank you so much for calling.
Pleasure.
And judges,
Thanks,
next
Thanks, Boyd.
week is another week. Good luck with all your
Halfway
work.
point next week.
Is it really halfway?
Yeah.
Are we halfway there in the
I've
words
got
Bon Jovi?
such a long week because I've got 3 acts to mentor, so
Oh,
I better go.
what a nightmare!
Spend more time with them. You better spend more
You
time
won't be
with
able to
them,
get out the door. You'd have to widen that door there a
You
little
go out
bit.
those, the French doors open much. Judges, thank you very much. Big round of applause for judges. I'll be joined by Derren Brown, the Backstreet Boys, and JLS. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Extra Factor. The People's Panel are behind me, ready to talk all things. But first of all, we're going to go to the Celebrity Panel. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going, but there's some celebrities on the People's Panel. Hello, Howie and AJ from the Backstreet Boys. The only reason you're here is because we have the smallest studio in the world. We couldn't fit you all in there, but I'm going to come back and chat to you in a bit, okay? All right, brilliant. Let's go meet the Celebrity Panel first of all. First up, it's the master of the mystical, Derren Brown. Next up, it's Nick and Brian from the Backstreet Boys. You always get your Daily Mail delivered. Poster strike or no poster strike, it's the Mail Star and Nathan. Hi. Hello, my lovely panel. Right.
Hello, Willoughby.
Hello. So tonight.
Yes.
Horrible when somebody goes out like that. I know it's the fairest thing to do, to put it down to the public vote. Do you think it's a little bit of a cop-out?
And even more horrible to actually sit and see it live. You know, we're all sort of cheering and loving it. It's fantastic, but it's so sad. Cop out. Well, I don't know. Do they know what the
No, they have no idea. That is a
then I guess it's
definite.
not a cop out. It's a shame, though, isn't it? It was a shame. It didn't seem right. Then again, I'm not a teenage girl, so I don't know what that fan base is.
None of you are
I'm not
teenagers.
happy as it turns out.
Nick, as a singer, do you think the right vocalist left the competition, or do you think we've lost a talent there in Rachel?
No, I don't think the right person stayed. So I think that, and you know, that's not taking away because Brian and myself were talking about this, and there's a couple aspects to the competition. You know, there's entertainment value, and then there's likability. So I mean, but we didn't feel that way.
It did seem that Rachel kind of struggled with the likeability thing, Brian. It was like the first 2 weeks she was in the bottom 2 always. She survived. Last week she sort of got through and she was fine. And this week she's back down there. She didn't seem to connect with the public, even though she turned it around so well.
I agree with you. I agree with you. We were talking about that as well, about being able to connect with the audience is part of showmanship. And I honestly think that Rachel could sing probably 4 or 5 of the contestants on the show under the table.
Really?
Because I think she's amazing. But at the same time, you have to be able to connect with the audience. And you know, that was an example of the popularity vote tonight of Lloyd staying versus, you know...
Sarah, what are the headlines going to be tomorrow? I mean, are they going to suddenly be saying, it's unfair, he wasn't... They've always said they'll judge that on that vocal, and yet Lloyd quite you know, blatantly wasn't the best vocal.
Oh, completely, and I think the only reason why Simon actually took it to deadlock was simply that poor little Lloyd, I mean, at one point, Simon actually put like this on the camera because he wanted him to stop. It was actually so awful to listen to.
We can actually show that. We've got this little clip here, and I think you can actually see Lloyd even apologising at one point, mid-song. Look, you can see him here, just going, I can't. It had the R factor, didn't it? I mean, you all just wanted to run up and snuggle him. Derren, you're into all this kind of NLP, sort of power of the mind stuff, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to predict the winner. I know you said that on Twitter. I'm not going to do it. But what I'm going to ask you is, when Simon, or the other judges, Simon particularly does it, says things like, I know the public are going to vote for you, or they should really vote for you. Now, is that some clever trick that we then go, oh, I'm going to pick up my phone and vote, even though I didn't think I was going to do it?
I felt a bit like that with Daniel. I'm a big fan of Daniel, and I feel Daniel probably deserves to win, but there was a strange week when Louis suddenly said, people don't like you, and it's like he sort of says it, and then suddenly it becomes a real thing, and then you have all the fairly sort of mean-spirited press as well, and it sort of becomes... I think it's horrible. You had a real buttock on a couple of weeks ago, a journalist who was saying that it does them good, and I can't see how that does anybody's good.
What, the bad press does them
good? The bad
good?
press, yeah. So I wonder how much... I think it makes a huge difference. I think I'm aware of the press. I don't read it because I don't really like it. So I don't know to what extent those things really do get taken up by the public, or whether they say it and it becomes real.
I mean, boys, how do you deal with the press? I mean, if there's bad press about you, what do you do? Do you not read it? I mean, how do you deal with that fame?
I mean, not everybody likes the Backstreet Boys. You know, there's...
I don't know who they are.
There's a lot... No, but
We've gone through that in the past.
You know, we've been together for almost 17 years, and, you know, we had a rise to fame, and then when you get to the top, you know, there are people that want to see you go down. But at the same time, like, you know, in Daniel's situation, you know, he's the only one in the world that can believe in himself right now. And if he does that, then his confidence will come back.
Sarah, who are the Daily Mail readers sort of hoping is going to go through and win this? Because I know that you've sort of had this thing about Stacey in the press, kind of saying, is she for real? Is that kind of slightly silly thing?
I think we absolutely adore Stacey. I think there's something about her that it's so every person. I mean, you can't. She looks like Bambi. She sings amazingly. She's a really great entertainer. I got so upset with Simon going, oh, look, she can move. They're like, shut up. She can walk. Of course she can walk.
Of course she can. Well, listen, I'm going to go over and talk to the People's Panic, because I see them chomping at the bit over there, but you guys stay here, and you can chip in as well. Guys, I'm a-coming for you. OK, so you've heard what the celebrities have to say. Make way for my bottom. Hey, so, did the right person go tonight? Do you think Rachel should have stayed in the competition?
I personally think yes. I think vocally she was better, but I do think, and something never clicked with her. I personally think it was because she was never given the right songs in the first place.
OK.
Because when she sung her own songs, she was phenomenal.
Yeah, this is true, isn't it? Actually, you're
when she does the high-tempo stuff, it just never seemed to come across.
Now, I felt incredibly sorry for Lloyd tonight. Obviously, a bad throat. As a singer, AJ, what happens if you have got a poorly throat? Do you just have to battle on through?
You do. I mean, in our case, we can kind of lean on one another. If one of us is sick, if one of us is having a bad night, if we just do one of these, we'll look at one of the guys and be like, hey, cover my, part. But when you're on your own like that, you just gotta take care of your child. I mean, this is your livelihood. This is your everything. So.
Okay. What did we think about the twins getting through again? This lady says no.
I'm not happy. I'm
not about the twins.
Really not. I'm getting uncomfortable with it now, to be honest. I really think they need to go.
Good people are going?
Yeah,
I mean,
It's not fair to send people who can actually sing home and they stay free.
You've got to think about, if you think about the same difference, they weren't that good last year and they made it all the way to the final, so I think Jedward are going to do the exact same.
You think they're going to be in the final?
Possibility to win as well, I think.
Oh, goodness me. OK, and what about, boys? What about Cheryl? Did she look better tonight? I mean, as a boy's opinion, did you think last night's dress wasn't quite...
It kind of looked like she'd, run naked into a clock shop, hid behind two of them, but no, she looks Hot tonight.
Hot tonight, so she got it back.
Yeah, definitely.
To a magnet with that dress yesterday. So
Simon
got his fair share last night too.
He got his fair share? What do you mean?
When Cheryl bent over.
Well, that I couldn't possibly comment on. So, who do you think at the moment is going to be sort of the forerunning to win this?
Daniel.
Ollie. What is
he's
it
just
about
got
Ollie?
the likability factor and his dance moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Andy ripped his shirt.
I know, it's just the winner. Jamie Afro, obviously it was Rock Week for him this week.
Not digging him.
You like him? You think he's brilliant? Let's ask you.
Jamie's brilliant, but he's not going to win. But he is a brilliant singer.
Okay, you nearly fell off there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I lost a heel, it's fine.
Okay, good. All right then, let's... Howie, who do you want to win?
You know, after watching last night's performance, I'd probably say Ollie. To me, is the I mean, I could do without the shirt taking off thing. I could do without that.
You know,
but,
apparently
Sex
he wasn't going to do that. He did it in
Right.
rehearsals as a joke, and then Simon was watching it on the monitor and went, "That's brilliant! You have to do that."
We did that about 15 years ago.
Yeah, we used to do that
You see, the pros.
Can't really say don't do it.
Okay, was anybody shocked by the bottom two tonight? Did anybody think that was the wrong?
I think Rachel's got a spectacular voice and she should never have been in the bottom two in any case, I think.
Who do you think should have been in the bottom two?
Daniel.
Really?
He threw it away last night. He came in with completely the wrong attitude. And if you're in the bottom two the week before and you get through, then you make sure that it doesn't happen again and you don't come out
I know,
feeling sorry for
he was a
yourself.
broken man, but maybe next week he'll prove himself again. Thank you very much to the People's Panel. Now, we've all seen Ollie's Love Muscle Shuffle, the Lloyd's backflip, and the twins something. But their moves pale into comparison to this ex-auditionee who would be sat here now if the X Factor was based on Dance Move. This is Back to Reality.
Back to life, back to reality.
My name's Deep. I auditioned for X Factor this year.
Hi.
I auditioned to sing Don't You by the Pussycat Dolls.
I know you like me.
The routine I did was original moves.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
My own personal original moves was the deep wave.
Freak like me. Don't you?
There's Don't Ya.
There's this new dance move that's out. It's called the deep wave. Don't ya!
Don't ya?
Don't ya?
It's kind of like one of these hot new steps that's hitting all the clubs, and everyone wants to get into that deep wave.
Don't ya? Don't ya?
It's kind of the best thing that I've ever seen in a long time. Don't ya?
Everyone's doing a deep wave. Don't ya?
Don't ya?
When I met Holly on Xtra Factor, I realised that my dance moves are having actually hypnotic effect on her.
We might have to stop this.
It's been having hypnotic effect to a lot of people. When I go shopping, I only got to do my deep wave move and it hypnotises people.
It's 139, please.
Don't ya?
It's all right, you can have it for free.
Oh, thank you. And I get lots of things free. Yes! Great stuff.
Strangers in the night.
I can actually use now these hypnotic powers to my advantage. Excuse me, sweetie, is this seat taken?
Yes, I'm waiting for someone.
Don't ya?
Please sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Want to do some wine?
My powers are stronger than Derren Brown's, whereas I can just hypnotise people with my dance moves. Derren Brown has to talk to them for a long time before he hypnotises people. Next year I'm planning to come back to X Factor again. I've already got a lot of new dance moves. The new moves will actually really impress the judges next time, and I will get into boot camp. Don't you think so? Don't you?
Hello and welcome back to the Xtra Factor, and as Bon Jovi said... the end of the show, that is. Oh, Jonathan!
Edward.
I want that way, Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys all the way. Best boy band ever. Check out This Is Us. Brand new album.
You were literally their advert. Backstreet Boys.
Best album. These guys need to win a Grammy Award.
Backstreet Boys, can you believe it? I mean, literally, they are in love with you right now.
No one knows. We respect them. We got loads of respect for them. They're like the ultimate boy band ever. No boy band will ever come close.
Listen, they actually inspired you to enter the show, didn't they? Because your first audition piece, we got a little clip of this.
I wouldn't sing it near as good as them.
Backstreet Boys, this is what
guys,
they did. Listen to this, look.
Guys, that's crap, okay? You guys sing it a million times better.
Look. What do you think?
Guys, that sucks compared to you.
Who you are.
Oh, guys, come on.
Where you're from, don't care what you do, as long as you love me. But what do you think about that, boys? Good?
Those outfits were fabulous.
It's lovely.
Guys, come on.
Okay, well, listen, let's talk about tonight. Obviously, Daniel, just so happy for you. Let's just look at your reaction. This is the moment you heard your name, and I think if anybody was shocked tonight, it was you. Here's the little clip of you jumping about. Here we go.
Daniel!
Look at that.
Congratulations, Daniel. Congratulations.
Slightly over the top.
No, but do you know what? Did you actually think you were going to be in the bottom two again?
I was practicing my Survivor song like all day, just going around and just finding a place quietly and just trying to practice it.
But there you go. Tables are turning.
Hopefully.
It must be a nice feeling because after all of that press and after all of the hideous attention, everybody going, oh, it's because you're not liked, and then suddenly you get that backing. And it must just give you that little bit of fire in your belly.
Reading's been amazing, and everyone else who has voted, but Reading have really got behind me, and I love them to bits, and I miss all my friends.
Good, good, good. Okay, well, Lloyd, are you all right?
Yeah.
Getting there?
Just about.
Well, listen, we thought we'd give you a phone call so somebody else can do the talking. This is Sandra on the line. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Holly.
Hello. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Have you got a sore throat like Lloyd?
I've had one for about a month.
Oh, goodness me. What's your question?
I just want to ask Lloyd, do you think you're getting through on your good looks alone?
What do you think?
I do a bit actually, because
no,
only because it's like so much talent this year, and just how can I live up to that?
Well, Sandra, thank you for your question, because it's very important to have those questions. Thank you. But listen, you know, you would never have got this far, I think, on just looks, because remember Ethan was in your category, the good-looking American boy, and if it was about looks, then he would have been here because he was hot. Let's be honest.
He's gonna love you saying that.
I know. Okay, Joe, you were the first person named to be called out tonight.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't actually. I think Cheryl did as well. We both kind of just looked at each other like, whose name was that?
Congratulations. And Jamie, Rock Week, yeah, man.
You know it.
Brilliant. That was the week you most definitely didn't want to be in the bottom.
No, and to be honest with you, it is so strong, and I was practicing. Everyone was practicing. It wasn't a given. I'm just so happy to be through.
Well, I spoke to John Bon Jovi earlier on tonight, and we're going to play the clip a little bit later, and I spoke to him about you.
No way.
And it's really nice what he says, so you'll have to watch that. That is coming up in a bit if you want to see it. Ollie? Yeah. All right?
I'm all right,
Did you feel safe? Because everybody kind of sort of was bigging you up to the max last night. So did you have a little bit of inner confidence?
I don't think any of us do. I think the public at the moment, you just don't know what's happening. So you just hope and pray that you get through. And I'm just chuffed to pieces to be here, but sad to see Rachel go. So.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, John and Edward, when you're standing there, what is going through your mind? Because you've got half of the audience cheering and half of the audience booing.
Yeah.
So what are you...
I know, I don't really care, because Backstreet Boys is here. You know what I mean? Look, guys, I feel like you have to like take on the chin, because you don't know who's going to go and who's going to leave, and you just need to be on that stage and realise that you put your best performance out there, and you don't know what the public are going to vote. So. Yeah.
Okay, well, actually, the Backstreet Boys have got a little treat for you, haven't you, boys?
They want to sing bigger.
We do. We do. Since you guys are such great fans of ours, we actually want to invite you guys to our concert.
And everyone else will buy the tickets also.
Oh, bless you. Well, listen, panel, thank you very, very much. Big round of applause for our celebrity panel. Thank you guys. And we'll chat to you guys in a bit. But they rocked their socks off this weekend. But what did the king of rock ballad, John Bon Jovi, make of them all? This is the choices by you, Jamie. Firstly, guys, congratulations tonight. Wow, what a reception from the British crowd. Always good to come here for the Brits.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's good to be back here and re-releasing a record, being on the show. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, and I have to ask you, Jamie Afro is our rocker of the group. Now, last night he got a bit of a tough time from the fellow judges saying, you know, that he was a little bit like a pub singer. If rock's in your blood, it's in your blood, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, music is in your blood, basically. I mean, you should be able to do as much as you can in very many different genres.
I can sing in any bar, and so can he. In fact, I'm going to go sing in one right now.
Good, good. I want to come to that bar. And also, this week has been an honour review. And, you know, the fact that you guys have come here, and we've never had a rock week before. Do you think that rock is its place here on the X Factor?
Right next door at that stadium, you know, we know that building. So, you know, that's where it belongs. Absolutely on X Factor. You bet.
Okay, well, listen, guys, thank you so much. And it's very, very nice to meet you. John Bon Jovi! Thank you. Lovely to meet you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Take care. Lovely to meet you. You know, obviously styling it out there with John Bon Jovi, acting really cool. Not. Look who it is. It's Evie and Brian. Hello.
Hello.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You lost a big vocalist tonight.
Yes, very sad for me because I think she has got an excellent voice, and apart from anything else, she's a lovely girl, but that is one heck of a voice, and it's such a shame to lose her at this stage.
Yeah,
It
and
really
also,
is.
I guess the other thing that the problem is that Lloyd has also got a bad voice, so we haven't lost him from the competition, but he's lost his voice.
I know, and I'm telling him right now just to really, really shut up, because I mean he's been losing it for the past few days. So obviously the show has to go on, and he had to sing last night, but to sing tonight again wasn't a great idea. So he'll have to be really careful.
Okay, Brian, I saw you wince when I said Lloyd had a bad voice.
Well, I thought you meant he had a bad voice. I was like, that's a little rude. But okay, I get it. He's hurt. Yes.
What about for you? Because Rachel was kind of one of those girls that you could really kick in a bit of choreography and give a performance from her.
I'm sad. This is, you know, 2 weeks in a row for me. Someone goes home that I really loved working with because they could bring something unique to the show, and Rachel was one of those people who you could tell her to do anything and she could finesse it on stage. So, and she was also such a fun one to be around. I had fun every time she came in the room to work with me, so I'm gonna miss her.
You've still got John and Edward.
Exactly. Don't be
That's
too
enough
sad.
fun for
Well,
everyone.
listen, you guys have already started working on next week's songs. We caught up with Danny. Obviously, she's talking to Rachel in this. As we know, this will never happen. But let's just have a look at what they were talking about this morning.
Song choice is everything. The key sounds too low.
Yeah. I am extremely happy. This is a good song.
After we've routine it, we're going to go downstairs and look for some other songs. Simon will take us down on the set if he thinks it's wrong.
So it's really nice. You can see that it is a group decision, isn't it?
Yeah.
That they all get their choice.
Yeah, and Danny really gets involved. She loves to sort of talk to her girls, talk them through it, and you know, and see what they're going to.
Well, movie week is next week. Who's the one to watch, Brian?
John and Edward.
John and Edward every week.
I know you're going to say that.
It's going to be, for me, it's going to be one of the up-tempo performances of the
Good.
show. There's going to be a lot of ballads because there's such great ballads from
Yeah.
films. So that's going to be my dance one next week.
Okay, thank you very much, Brian and Evie. Big round of applause. That is nearly it for this part. And we've got Derren on. I thought we'd put his mind-reading powers to the test. Derren, what's coming up?
Probably we probe Rachel and her mentor Danny before anyone else, and probably catch up with those midriff-bearing JLS boys.
That is exactly right. How did you know that?
Genuine psychic ability, and it's also just written on the little thing there as well.
Oh, yeah. Auto cue. Gets me every time. See you after the break. Welcome back to part 4 of the X Factor now. We're joined by 4 Extra Factor legends. They're lads, and they're legends. It's legends. I just invented that word. It's JLS! No wonder I got tongue-tied. You're all so bleeding handsome. Are you right?
Yeah,
This is so weird.
It is weird.
We should be sitting over there.
Yeah, we know what they feel like, and you know what? We so much respect to every single person out there doing their thing, because you know it's a very intense process.
Did it feel weird being back there on that stage and kind of standing in front of the judges?
Simon
again?
Cowell?
Yeah.
It's always scary to stand in
Brings
front
it
of
all
Simon.
back,
Yeah.
doesn't
Do you know, we was backstage, and I think, like every gig we do, we have our little get-together and boys, well done, let's smash it. Then,
when we got out, literally on that one line, just over there where the marking is for centre stage, you see the judges and you go, oh, we're here
right
again.
back there. I know.
Yeah.
It's like a nightmare coming true again.
So
who did you like yesterday when you watched the show? Who are you fans of?
You know what? I think everybody this year has got a different flavour, and that's what I really like. You know, they're all artists in their own right, so I think, you know what, every single person should be in the charts here. Definitely.
Yeah, let's do a big collaboration.
That would be a lot of competition.
I've done it. I'm looking forward to it. I know, but I want to be in the charts with them.
Yeah, come on, we should all be in one big chart thing.
What about what happened tonight? I mean, between Lloyd and Rachel, do you think that was the right thing to happen? I know they're just sat there.
You know what, I always think that it's important to remember that this show's about the public. It's a public vote.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think that it's always, you know, fair for it to go to a public vote, you know, in between the two.
You don't think it was a cop-out, Simon's?
No, not at all. I think that, you know, the great thing about this show and the reason why we're sitting here today is because it's the people at home that got us here. So they, you know, should have the decision. If, you know, Rachel was the least popular, then, you know,
that's the way it is.
That's what they done.
But Rachel's a great girl and we know her from last year.
But you were in the bottom two, weren't you?
Yes.
I remember that happened, and then you went all the way up to become second. And you didn't quite win it, but you were second, which is incredible. And I guess, you know, for someone like Daniel who sat there, and for Lloyd now, who's experienced what it's like to be in the bottom, I guess it's that thing of don't worry about it, because look at these guys, you know.
It will give you that extra boost of confidence for next week. You'll be like, do you know what, this week it's on.
Yeah.
Here, I've arrived. That's what it'll be. So
yeah, and I always say, you know, even if you are in the bottom two, you know, you've always got a job to do and you've always got something to prove. You see Ruth last year, she was in the bottom two like twice, I think, and she smashed it in every single performance.
That's kind of what happened to Rachel, though, isn't it? I mean,
exactly.
she kept being in the bottom two, and she really, really improved her game. And in fact, tonight, I think she was the best she's ever been, and yet she went home. Is it just that sometimes you just don't connect with the public?
It's just one of those things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, you know. I think all you can do is go out, you know, deliver your best, and I think every single person here is a great singer. That's why they're in the final stages.
Well, some people who definitely don't have a tough time connecting with the public is you. This picture of you guys in the press this week, it's Astonbury. This is where you were turning the Christmas lights on in Manchester Trafford Centre, right?
Yeah.
Can I just show you this? Can you see this?
That wasn't our fault.
Look at this picture.
That really wasn't our fault. We didn't mean to do that.
Sorry about that. We apologise.
It must be mad. I mean, that's the power of this show, isn't it? This is what happens. This is what these guys are going to experience. This is just the beginning of everything.
You know, it's so exciting for everyone sitting over there because they don't know what to expect, but we know everything you guys are going to go through over the next year. Do you know what I mean? And it's just the most amazing thing. We've had the best 2.5 years, obviously, but the last 12 months has been absolutely amazing. We've worked every single day and it's been incredible, and they've got it all to come. So
all right, well, listen, guys, so lovely to see you. Well done tonight. You did us all so incredibly proud. JLS, victory! Now, earlier on, Rachel became the fourth act to be voted off the show. Here's the moment Dermot delivered the news.
The act that received the fewest votes from the public and will be leaving the competition tonight is... Rachel.
Please welcome Rachel and her mentor, Danny! Welcome. Firstly, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You seem sort of, kind of, you've got used to it now.
Yes, I'm okay. I mean, it happens. There's one person supposed to go, and it was really hard because everyone's so great, and you know, no one knew what to expect, and it is hard. But
do you feel a little bit cheated by the fact that, you know, Simon did say you were the best singer, and yet he let it go to deadlock?
Well, not really, because I felt that we all did a great job, and you know, I think Lloyd is incredible. Lloyd, I mean, well done, baby. You know, you've done well, and you know, in a way, it's fair for it to go to deadlock, and you know, if the public don't get it, then it's okay. You know, I'm still gonna.
Well, you're handling it very well, Danny. Are you a bit annoyed?
She's the strength between the whole team and I. Rachel's the strength, and the girls are saying she's like, you know, the strength in the household. So the weirdest thing is going to be, you know, when everyone goes back to the house now and you get to see your family, and I just don't. I'm absolutely in shock. I just do not get it.
Last week you must have thought that it was the big turnaround moment, and that was it. Here we go. You're off and running and flying.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And then a week later, you're not in that situation at all.
I think it's one of those weeks, you know, when the shock goes through everyone, because you think, what do we have to do?
Well, that's it. You can't predict what the public are going to do.
Don't have a clue. And I thought I tried so hard yesterday. Like, I told myself I'm going to perform like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to sing like as if to say my vocals going to be taken away from me. And I thought I was safe, but...
So, Rachel, what next? What's the plan?
Well, Holly, let me tell you, I'm going to keep singing and keep singing because the public didn't give me my vocals. I've still got it. I was born with it. I'm just going to keep using it to do what I want. You know, I want to sing. This is what I want to do. I want to sing.
And
so whatever
interesting
opportunity.
with JLS on the show tonight, you know, just to think what they've achieved. Diana's gone off. She's doing a theatre show now. Ruth, I saw backstage, and she's working on an album going to be out in March.
So it just goes to show you, like,
this is a massive
you don't have
show
to win
now.
it to be in
You know,
it.
I can look at these boys and go, listen, you see 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm going to be like you guys.
Well, shall I tell you what we should all have a look at now? Your best bit.
Oh! 3, 2, 1.
You just got to go that extra 10%.
We can give you that extra 10%.
Grant my last request and just let me hold you.
You're all going through.
I just have to tell you now, you're one of my favorites.
You're an amazing singer.
Stop crying your heart out. Stop crying your heart
Well, listen, we're all going to miss you, aren't we? We're going to miss Rachel. You were the lion soul of the house, and well, you're a bit shocked by that last picture, aren't you? Listen, thank you so much for being part of the Xtra Factor and the X Factor. We think you've been
Thank you, Holly. I'm going to miss you.
Brilliant.
I'm going to miss you. And Joe's my best friend in that house. And now I'm gone. What's going on? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Babe, we need to pretend
Well,
I'm
listen,
there.
that's not the end of a friendship. Let's have a big round of applause for Rachel. Right, that is it for your Xtra Factor double header. Thanks to our finalists, our shiny celebrity panel, Derren, and of course our judges. Join me next week straight after the main show for Movie Week, when we'll be here with all of the fallout after. But now for Rachel, this is a treat for you. Are you ready? Deep, get ready to sing. Singing Bye Bye Baby. Here we go.
Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, baby bye bye, bye bye baby, don't make me cry, baby bye bye, you're the one getting time I'm married.
I need to give my wild side a workout.
What are you trying to do? To save the world.
Guard the project. Protect the Dandelion Club.
Trinity next on ITV2.